Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for March 30th to April 3rd, 2026 excite as Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, unleashes and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, in danger. On Monday, March 23rd, we've got Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, telling Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, he's trying not to dwell on losing Chancellor again and calls Victor Newman, Eric Braden, soulless for kidnapping Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. He thinks it's karma that Victor lost Newman. Is starting to unravel with impatience to get his hands on Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. Adam worries that Nick is in pain because he's being an ass. Basically tells him to stop it, and Nick tells Adam he should just go home and Nick can handle things from here. But Adam admits it will be tough to see Riza. Adam also insists that he is going to stay and help make sure that Matt is never a threat to the Newman family again. Adam has to send Nick away since Riza is expecting him to be alone. And Adam worries that she knows something is up, and he warns Nick, don't go rogue and go looking for Matt alone. Nick pops more pills in the elevator down to the casino. As Riza shows up to see Adam and pulls a gun on him. We have Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, encouraging Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, to give her marriage to Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, another chance. And Daniel tells Mariah that he would jump at the chance to be with Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, again. Mariah assumes that they're dating, although Daniel denies it. And Mariah says she does not deserve Tessa or Aria, and she's certain her daughter is young enough to just forget her if she's gone. Daniel winds up holding Mariah and comforting her as she sobs about missing her family. And she tells Daniel she deserves prison for kidnapping Dominic Newman, Ethan Ray Clark. And she hopes that Daniel will look out for Tessa. But then Mariah finally admits she still loves Tessa and then runs off. So, Daniel later tells Tessa that Mariah really misses her and Aria. And Tessa is stunned that Daniel is offering to step back and let her try and fix her marriage. She's concerned he doesn't want to be with her, but he just wants Tessa to be sure what and who she wants, and says she has unfinished business with Mariah. We also have Christine Williams, Laura Lee Bell, telling Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, she needs her help with Mariah. Looks like Christine has set up a sweetheart plea deal for Mariah to get probation and psychiatric treatment and no prison time, which is amazing for a child kidnapping. Christine says if they go to trial, Mariah will likely get 15 years. Sharon is not certain that Mariah will listen to her, but will try because she thinks prison would be the worst thing for her. Christine and Sharon then talk to Mariah, who knows that Christine's deal is great. But she says she just doesn't deserve it. Mariah thinks prison is exactly what she deserves. Christine and Sharon plead with Mariah to accept the deal and get the help she needs. Tessa gets a text from Mariah asking to meet. And then on Tuesday, March 24th, Adam and Riza's meeting gets dangerous as she's holding Adam at gunpoint and demanding he put his hands on his head. And he tells Riza he thought that she would be happier to see him. Riza is really intense and scary and threatening and tells Adam he better comply. Now, Mariah tries to fix things with Tessa, and we're going to see Mariah and Tessa talking in the park. Nick calls Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, from the casino and tells him they have not found Matt yet, but Adam is working on a lead, a connection that they need to get to Matt. Nick, of course, cannot run away from his problems. He may be out of fentanyl and needs to score while Adam is always around. You know, Matt's a threat, Nick is in pain, and this is the worst time for these new demons just on top of his usual hothead antics as we all know about. On Wednesday, March 25th, we've got Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, talking with Noah about their romantic history. So, Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, of course, pressed Audra to seduce Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. But seeing Noah may remind Audra that she may want more than just revenge on Kyle and revenge on Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, and an empty seduction scheme on Young and the Restless. Plus, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, admits something to Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. And I wonder if it's going to be that Victor kicked her out of their house when she raged at him about kidnapping Jack. Of course we know that Nikki is still at the GCAC. Plus, Holden feels the need to protect his interests. And this may be about Claire, or it could be about his job with Kane. Thursday, March 26th, we've got Victor unveiling a secret weapon since he wants revenge on Kane and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Jack. I'm sure it relates to one if not all of them. And it may tie back to crazy Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, who is not done on Y&R yet, by the way. Nikki takes a risk to help Jack and she may talk to Diane or confront Patty, or it may involve Victor. Also, Kyle promises to protect his mom, Diane. Kyle was disgusted over catching Jack in the sack with Patty. So, he may actually take a step back from his dad, Jack. On Friday, March 27th, we have got Billy deciding against making amends with Jill Abbott, Jess Walton. And I bet Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, isn't going to stop pressing, though. Also, this week, we've got Christine and Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian, making time for a romantic dinner. But Danny is worried about Daniel being heartbroken by Tessa. And Christine may update her husband on Daniel taking a step back so Tessa could try and help Mariah. We have also got Victor pivoting in his revenge plan against Kane. I don't know if he has anything left for Victor to actually take from him. And soon Patty catches Diane's wrath. And of course, Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is due back on screen any second now. And Adam is going to see another side of Nick by the end of this week. And I think Adam may realize Nick's out of control. And it's not just his usual anger issues, but addiction issues. You know, Adam has had his own demons. So, I actually think he's the perfect person. I'd like to see some brother bonding come out of this. The week of March 30th through April 3rd, we've got Matt Clark back to stir the pot. The question is, will it be in Genoa City or in Vegas? My guess is Genoa City. Jack desperately tries to get Diane back, and if Patty approaches him, Jack's going to be in a rage. Also, is this another kidnapping/major crime that Victor gets cleanly away with? That is not justice. We really need some law enforcement taking action in town. Elsewhere, in Vegas, Adam is alarmed as Nick spirals out and could put them both in a lot of danger. And Nikki and Victor are pulled further apart. And her trying to help Jack is going to have Victor digging in his heels and getting more hateful towards his wife. Audra may forget the plan to seduce Kyle and turn her attention on how to get Noah away from Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun. And I wonder what Sharon would prefer, because she's not happy that Noah's with Sienna, but she, like everybody in town, not so much a fan of Audra, but I tend to think that Sharon might rather it was Audra. Victor blindsides Kane. And of course, Victor's not done messing with Jack and may be thrilled Diane left him. And of course, Kyle's pulling back from his dad. Patty is a loose cannon and we'll find out more about Victor's new secret weapon. You may like